Hey everyone, welcome back. RP here, and we'll start on arrays. So, say we want to store the data of any class or in some school. So, say in that class there are uh, 100 students around, and so keep track of each student's roll number. If say we go with different variables here, we'll make one variable, say roll number 1, and the value of that is 1001. Then the second student's roll number, to maintain that in our program, say we say define a variable saying roll number 2, and 1002 is the value of uh, the, that student's roll number, and so on. So till what extent we can keep track of different roll numbers based on this approach. So the better way is coming up with the sum collection. So with the same variable name and sum collection where we can track um, roll numbers, we can keep track of all the roll numbers of all the students. So that's where arrays comes in a picture. So array is basically a container object in which we can store the same type of data, and the size will be always fixed number. And this size we need to define when we create the array. So say in Java, generally how it works is you define the data type. Here int is the data type, and you put these brackets um, as a suffix of it, which says that this is the collection of int type, and here is the name of the variable. And when you initialize it, that time you need to define the size of the array. When you define the size of the array, how it will work is in the actual uh, memory. The 10 locations will be assigned to this array. So, and this location to identify, uh, the first location will be called index 0. The last will be always whatever size you are defining minus 1. So say size is n, then last index will be n minus 1. It will start from 0 to n minus 1. In that way, the total length of the array will be n. How will we assign the value on of this specific index? So we will specify the index here, and we will specify the value here. In that way, whatever value we are assigning to that specific index, that value will be stored in the array. So say in an array here, if I say that at index 0, value 100 should be assigned, so this is the way I can assign the value. The other way might be if I know all the values at the time of creating an array itself. What I can do is I will say integer, then brackets, an array, new integer, and in curly bracket, what I will do is I will specify all values here, all 10 values I'll specify. So in that way, what will happen is at index 0, 100 will be assigned. At index 1, 101 will be assigned. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 0 to 9, all this value will be assigned here. To check what is the size of the array, we generally will use dot length, and this will give me the size of the array. So in this scenario, the size is 10. And there are, you can simply use uh, to copy the array, you can simply use some system util functions where you can just say that okay, system dot array copy to copy elements of array. array to another array. And there are many other methods which are given, which we can use uh, for this array, and we'll see based on the different problems what all methods we can use here. So yeah, see you in the next video where we'll go through a couple of the array problems here. Thanks.